What is up, guys? Welcome back to Overspray. In today's video, I'm doing an informal review on a product I recently come across. Now, in case you're wondering what that product is, well, it's the 3M Dust Control Spray. So first and foremost, if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like videos like this, please make sure to hit the subscribe button to see more. So now that I have your guys' attention, what is dust control spray? Well, just like the name states, it's to control dust while you're painting. So I'm pretty sure most of you guys following my channel are pretty much either garage painters or professional painters that paint on a day-to-day basis. And one thing that painters hate is getting dust in their paint job. I know I do, and I'm pretty sure everyone that actually paints knows the struggle of dust. Dust can go everywhere, and especially while painting, it can be a nightmare sometimes. And if you have a lot of dust, well, that's going to be more work that you're going to have to do in order to get that paint job to be perfect. Now with this product, it basically allows you to create a film on the floor so that any dust will not get airborne. That is the beauty behind the 3M Dust Control Spray. Now, of course, it does say for professional use only, and it does have a few instructions here on the back. It does say that it is mainly for paint booths or paint booth flooring, but it also says shop floors as well. So let's see if we can focus on that. So it does say shop floors, and it also has paint booth flooring. So this stuff is well, let's go ahead and open it. So as far as the consistency of this stuff, it's probably as thick as maybe milk, and it literally does look like milk. It is literally white. It does have somewhat of a Windex type smell in the formula, so it does smell a little bit like Windex. But as far as me testing it out, I recently tested out on a little DIY paint job that I did on these on these door handles. So you guys could see that these door handles look very, very nice. These door handles were painted in a garage, and very, very minimal dust. I think I might have like maybe 1 or 2 dust nibs in there. Very, very minor dust. Of course, this is a small part, so it's kind of hard to really say if how well this product actually works. But as far as me testing it out, I did notice a couple things with the dust control spray that I do want to mention. So let's go ahead and go to the floor and we'll talk about it. Okay, and right off the bat, I'm not sure if you guys can take a look here, but you basically have a line of dust, basically. So in this area right here, I'm not sure if you could actually see the color difference, but this area right here is where I sprayed with the dust control spray, and this side over here is where I couldn't actually spray because I had this jack in this little area right here. Of course, I have some other stuff as well. So this area right here was an area that I did not spray with dust control spray, and you can literally see the difference. Now, as far as the feel goes, I can literally feel that this dust is actually loose dust. But when I go and rub my my feet on this, it feels like the dust is stuck to the floor. So does this product actually work? Yes, it does. It does help with dust. But is it better than water? Well, that could be debatable. So the question at hand is it better than just plain old water? Well, yes, it is better than plain old water. It does seem to be a little bit more sticky, but it's not overly sticky. I would have had imagined that the dust control spray would be a little bit more aggressive as far as its tackiness formula, but it is not. It is a very, very light film, and I would say it's just a step above plain water. But I will tell you this gallon is about 65 bucks. versus a gallon of water is what, less than $1 probably. So let me show you how I make my own formula of dust control spray for cheap. So you're probably looking at water and soap right here in the front, and you're probably asking yourself, what kind of concoction are you up to? All right, so the thing that I do is I don't only grab plain water. I actually put a little bit of soap in the water. Now, you're probably asking, well, wouldn't that cause a slipping hazard? Well, not necessarily, because I don't actually put enough soap to actually make it very lubricitous. What I'm doing is when I add that soap, I'm putting a very light amount of soap. Very, very little, right? But enough to create a film. Now, once this water evaporates, because eventually it will evaporate, it would actually leave a small film of soap on top of your flooring. That is going to also help you with dust. Because that soap doesn't evaporate like the water does, it actually creates a film. Alrighty, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of soap to this gallon of water. Now, I already went ahead and added some, but you could pretty much see it's starting to change color a little bit. And you don't need much. You just want it just enough to start creating a little bit of bubbles. I'm not sure if you could see that. Let's try to darken it up, but just enough to where you see a little bit of the bubbles there. That is basically just enough. That is perfect. That is all we need. And let's go ahead and compare it to the dust control spray that is right over there. So I went ahead and grabbed some dust that gets collected right here at the edge of my garage, and I went ahead and sprinkled it on my homemade spray, dust control spray. Then I went ahead and sprinkled some on the 3M dust control spray here. Gonna let those things fully dry, and then we'll see which one works best. Alrighty, so right now I have my fan blowing on those two products right now. As you guys can see, the 3M is taking much longer to fully dry than the water and soap formula. We're going to give this a little bit longer and see which one dries first. And then after both of them dry, I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can move the dirt on either one and see which one performed better, the 3M or the homemade dust control spray. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and gave this thing about a full hour, and as you guys can tell, we got a major difference between the 3M dust control spray and the water with soap. Now, as we take a look here at the 3M dust control spray, you can see that it actually leaves a film. It doesn't necessarily dry fully like the water and soap does. As you guys can see, we still got a little bit of wet spots there, but no real film left behind. Whereas the 3M dust control spray, you could actually see a dark film where it's been drying. So you could kind of see right there. So that tells me the more you use this stuff, the more film build you're going to leave behind and the better it's going to work. So the more frequently you use this, the more film build. With the water and soap, didn't do so well. It actually ended up drying much quicker than the 3M dust control sprays. All right, so for my last test, I'm going to go ahead and bring my fan all the way up to about this line right here, or where this tape line actually ends. And what I'm going to end up doing is setting my fan here and try to blow all this little dust that was here, so you guys can see clearly we got some dust here, but like I said, this 3M dust control does leave somewhat of a film left behind, whereas regular water does not. So I can honestly say that the dust control does not evaporate as quickly as water does. So let's go ahead and grab the fan. Let's see if we can move some of this dirt around and see which one actually traps dirt better. All right, the moment of truth. Alrighty, so I went ahead and moved the fan out of the way. Let's go ahead and check out the final results. Which one works better? The dust control spray from 3M or water with soap? And I think the results are pretty clear. As you guys can see, the dirt really stayed in place with the 3M dust control spray. You could see that a lot more dirt actually stayed in place versus the water and soap did not do so well. A lot of the dirt actually ended up going kind of towards the wall there, so you can really see how dissipated all that dirt is, all spread out, whereas this one is much more intact, still together. So I think the final result is clear. The dust control spray is better than water. Alrighty guys, so what did we learn from this real quick little test? Well, the dust control spray doesn't evaporate as quickly as water and soap. Even with water and soap, or even soap in water, it still dries up and it doesn't quite leave enough of a film to still operate once it dries. Now with 3M, even though it dried, it was still keeping dust down. So that is one major benefit with the dust control spray from 3M. Another big benefit is humidity. It does not affect humidity as bad as water. So those of you that are spraying with waterborne based paint, you're going to see the biggest effect by using water to keep the dust down versus the 3M dust control spray. Alrighty guys, so that is my review on the 3M dust control spray. I really didn't expect the results to actually be that good with this product, but hey, it actually does really work. It does what it says it's going to do. Now, if you guys want to check out this particular product, I will leave a link in the description for you guys where you can find it on Amazon. Now, I am an Amazon affiliate, so I will leave an Amazon affiliate link for you guys. What that basically means is I will earn a small, very small commission on qualifying purchases. So if you guys use my link, I get paid a small commission. Basically, that small commission helps me to do more of these types of videos, getting these types of products to you guys and showing you guys that you can do this in your home garage. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. Stay spraying. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.